Jingle them bells and frolic. Oh, by gosh, some stolly. Eggnog, gin and tonic make Yuletide gay and jolly.
Hey everyone, welcome to episode 6 of New World Video, and I'm here with my lovely and extremely stylish co-host Isabelle Cheren. What have you got us in here? This is a beautiful kind of California, Hawaii Christmas setup.
Well, you're in sort of, from those regions, and I'm from Australia,
Yes.
So I figured we would have ourselves a sort of summer Christmas.
I love it.
Yeah, so I'm just showing around. This is actually my current home at the moment, but so I thought we'd do the sort of a Christmas type, lovely spread, a little barbecue, a pizza grill, because I don't know, and a dog that likes sausages.
I see a dog there. He's horning in on the hot dogs.
Oh, yeah, he is.
That's great.
Yeah. That's typical.
This is a real, as we say in Hawaii, mele kalikimaka.
What does that mean?
Kind of Christmas. Just Merry Christmas.
Oh, that's lovely. I like that.
But yeah, no, we'll do that. I live near the beach, so we'd often go to the beach after opening presents, and there'd be little Hawaii Christmas trees along the shore, which is lovely. So yes, thank you everyone for joining us for this special holiday edition. And because it's a holiday edition, we'll also be opening some presents that some very talented creators donated to us to check out, and they're really beautiful and hilarious, I've heard. So
yes.
Yeah, and we'll be talking about today a little bit, actually a big update about my upcoming book, and a little bit about TikTok meeting the Metaverse, and Linden Lab trying to solve retention problems, and also we'll close out with viewer predictions and our predictions for 2023.
Ooh.
Yeah, because we're closing in on it.
Oh, it's scary.
But for the we'll get the big plug out of the way first. So my book is now available on Amazon and Barnes and Noble, and we actually tweaked the title. It used to be Why the Metaverse Matters, but now it's called Making a Metaverse That Matters: From Snow Crash in Second Life to a Virtual World Worth Fighting For.
Oh, wow.
And we share the new book cover, and I think hopefully trying to capture what is great about the metaverse, which really is the people who use it and find value in it and create value in it. And we went back and forth on the original title, Why the Metaverse Matters, and we're doing this while we're watching Meta kind of flounder around, trying to figure out what they're doing. And people are kind of taking what happens with Meta as a judgment on the metaverse concept in general. And so we thought, well, let's just move away from it, because we actually have no idea what's going to happen with Meta in 2023, and whatever is going on, they definitely need some help and some advice, and other people are going to want to think about how do you actually make this so it scales and is as diverse and as interesting as Second Life.
Totally.
And hopefully on a much larger level. So and I'll share the book cover with you, Isabelle.
Okay.
You can include it in the video. But tell
cool.
us what you think, and we'll put links in there. Please, if you have any interest or friends do, please have them pre-order the book. That'll be a big help for me, and also for just getting the concepts out there. So
brilliant.
Really excited to finish this up.
Excellent.
And moving right along, I want to talk about selling TikTok dances to the metaverse. It was something I wrote about. Fia Sims, she's a really talented content creator.
Yeah.
She had a really great idea, because I saw her upload a video that was doing the Wednesday dance, from the Netflix show, and she captured the Wednesday dance or a big part of it, and so I talked to her about it. And what she does, and this is something to think about for content creators in general, I think, is she looks at the dances that are most popular on TikTok, and then imitates them, or creates, goes in a blender and maps it to her avatar, and then she uploads it not only to Second Life but to IMVU, and also the Sims. Sims 4 has a marketplace, which
I've been
most people didn't know about.
I've been following her for a while because I bought a few of them off of her. And funnily enough, I bought the Wednesday dance. And
okay.
And I did a dance and I put it on TikTok and I was like, oh, I feel so good doing this.
Do you have it? Can you bust it out right now?
Yeah, hang on. Now I've got to
That'd be great.
I've got to search for it.
Okay, I'll keep talking while you do that. But I thought that was a really interesting way of bridging, metaverse platforms like Second Life with social media, which is just so highly active now. Even I've noticed Instagram has become over recent months more and more active with Second Life content, and then TikTok as well. Fia was mentioning that there's actually some bigger channels on TikTok, just because most people are on mobile throughout most of their daily lives, and then they'll go on Second Life or IMU or whatever afterward. But generally they're on social media, so it's a good way for content creators to kind of leverage all the activity.
I know
in social media.
I found it. Do you want me to get up and do it?
Oh yeah, let's take a look. Oh yeah, we're gonna check out the Wednesday dance. We'll put a link in there because I talked to Fia about that.
Okay. Let me just maneuver myself so I'm a bit more.
I'll do some.
Right.
Oh, you got a tracksuit on.
Yeah. This is my in between winter and summer look. Midriff.
I love it. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
It's warm, but got some midriff action.
Okay. Imagine the music.
Okay. I'll do some doonch, 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 doonch. Oh my God,
it is, isn't it?
Oh wow.
I love it. Yeah.
That is so cool.
She's got there's two in the pack, so this one it stops, and the other one is a sort of continuous, goes on and on and on if you want it on a loop. But
that's really cool. Oh,
I
thank
love
you.
it. Yeah, so
that was really awesome.
I did it. I put it up last night, and one of the guys in the UK that follows me and I follow him, he's some sort of photographer and does event photography or something in reality, and he suddenly commented today and he said, I used to be in Second Life. I went, what? And he said he hasn't been in for a long time, and I said, this is my name, come and find me. And he said he hasn't been in for a long time, he's not sure, but he said if I come in I'll let you know. But he said and then he made the comment about the metaverse, and he said it's a bit of a laugh when people are talking about the metaverse. He said when it's been around for 20 years.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, exactly. And he's not a current user, but even he sat back and laughed because he said, no, it's been around a long time. Second Life brought it
I mean,
in.
really, 30 years.
Yeah.
In terms of, I'll talk about with the book, because there's more to the story of people go, oh, it's based on Snow Crash, and then kind of assume it's all science fiction. But there's an interesting story behind it.
Oh,
which
okay.
I'll be talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love that. But yeah, definitely a thing for creators to think about is look what's happening on TikTok.
Yeah.
Especially before it gets banned by the U.S. government, at least. But we'll see what happens there. But a lot of activity worth leveraging.
Oh no, I love it. I just love it, and I see lots of Second Life creators now doing the dances on there, which is brilliant. Yeah. Go back and forth, connect the platforms. Yeah, is my thought. Yeah, definitely. So another topic to talk about related to this is Linden Lab is trying to solve its retention problem. I blogged about this last week. Yeah. They're hiring I think the technical title is a product manager. Okay. But one of the main goals is to increase Second Life retention. Mm-hmm. And this has been, so I talk about this at length in the book because this has been an amazing paradox. Is there's been tens of millions of people who've created a Second Life account, but 99.9% of them leave. Yeah. Often even during the setup process, like they're not even finished downloading the client. And they just go, yeah, whatever, and they give up. And so this person, they want to hire this new person to try to increase the retention. In other words, people who not only create an account, but they come back, either the next day or the next week, next month, and so on.
So I put it out there, and then readers came back with a lot of interesting suggestions.
Yeah, I think I was reading that today, and I like the idea of somewhere that they land, and I'm sure someone said something about, you know, having something ready for them, more than just a, oh, here you go, follow this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what happens when you come into Second Life. You go through that sort of induction at the home screen, and sometimes people give up then because it doesn't look exciting at that point. Nothing looks exciting at that point.
No.
Yeah.
Couple ideas. Well, I thought they were all interesting. One was give people options to join groups when they're signing up, and that would actually should help customize the experience. Like if you choose some game-related groups that can present you certain types of content. If you choose a fashion-related group, you could go into kind of the fashion category or creation.
That's so
go
genius,
into kind of creators, and that would be a way of kind of giving some guess right off the bat what the user is looking for.
Yeah.
So that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Another one, actually, was Gogo put this in as or was it Gogo? Or she was saying she would like this is actually just maybe pay people, pay
like that.
veteran users to, you know, we could even call it a bounty. Like if you can work with a new user and that user comes back after say 3 months and they're still logging in, you get, let's say, $10.
Yeah, I like that. I mean,
think
if you think about it, it's a bit like you know, marketing, doing service and that. You get paid for that kind of thing, and people are more inclined to respond when they get a bit of money. So yeah, I can see people, if they've got nothing to do, yeah, why not? Let's do this, and they earn a bit of pocket money for their own Second Life experience. I think it's a jolly good idea, actually. Yeah. Yeah,
because I think about the money they would have to spend, Linden Lab would have to spend to improve the Second Life user experience, and it would probably be to really make it a dent in the retention. It'd probably take like $10-20 million. And it's like, well, you could do that, or maybe you could just pay people like $10 per engaged user and just get them over this hurdle, because the user interface is so impossible for most people to learn. Just, you might as well, you know, people are interested enough to check it out, and you can find, you know, veteran users to show them how to use it. Of course, they'd have to learn how to, or they'd have to use the main viewer.
Yes.
So that might be another challenge, but
yeah.
So
yeah.
But we'll post a link. Yeah, there's other suggestions, but definitely, you know, Linden Lab people do look on the blog, so they can put some ideas there for them to read.
Yeah, I like that idea, actually. I do like that idea. It's like an incentive, actually. It's like a really good incentive for people.
Yeah.
Because everyone's looking for an in-world job as well. And sometimes people just don't feel confident to do some of the jobs that there are out there. So that's actually a great idea.
And I suggested $10, which is not a lot in a lot of places, but in, you know, parts of the world, say Brazil or in Eastern Europe, which have active user base, it actually is quite decent money for you know, an hour or two of work. So it's something to think about. It's it is wild. It's the point of, you know, we have a lot of people coming into Second Life to try it out. We're just not getting them to stay. So maybe pay them to stay. Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that. And like you said about the groups, I think not just any old groups. I think it would be nice to see Linden Lab set up groups so that there is no, because you know what can happen in some groups. They can can be feral people in there. I'm just going to say
feral.
That. Yeah, I call them feral people.
Feral, yeah. That's good.
But, you know, the groups are specifically, you know, designed for the new person experience. So you've got people in world, you know, probably CSRs from different creators or whatever, involved in it as well, to try and give that user experience, because I think that'd be a great thing. And just, you know, involve a few people, and it's maybe led by Linden Lab, so that you don't have that kind of feral experience that you can find in groups.
Well, and Discord is so popular now. It's kind of the default communication platform. So if you train people to think about experiencing the virtual world in a Discord-like interface, say, well, we have groups that's kind of like Discord.
Yeah.
And that'll get a lot of people over the hump who are used to Discord. It's like, okay, well, instead of Discord channels, you have group channels. And so that'll be an immediate way to get people kind of past that learning curve, is knowing there's a channel where they can ask things. So
yeah, definitely. And also, I mean,
something to think about.
Yeah, and I mean, also the group is handy. Like, you know, if people starting out and they want to find out about different things, like there's, you know, like the shop and hop and things like that. That could be conveyed in those groups as well, just to make it clearer to people. Oh, by the way, we have this event, and you'll get free gifts there, because people do get free gifts there. I mean, I go there all the time, and I blog the free gifts because they're amazing. So yeah, I think that's a great idea. I really do.
Okay, it's settled. Have people choose groups, start people out in some default groups with Linden Lab staff in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we'll grow the user base by 2-3 million by next year.
Yeah, okay. And then we'll ask for a kickback, shall we?
Oh yeah.
For starting the discussion.
Help us out here.
Oh God.
So great, and we should wind down this video talking about some viewer predictions and our predictions for 2023.
Oh my God.
So this one is from Gogolita, and she said, she was being snarky. She said Second Life still won't have a mobile app by 2023.
Do you know what? I think she's right.
Yeah. She might be right.
Yeah. I think she's right. Yeah.
Well, they promised it in 2019, so...
Yeah, I think she's right. And we did have that other client come up, didn't we? I can't remember what it's called. And
I
can't remember what it's called,
Speedlight.
Yeah, and I looked at it, I was like, oh no, I'm not going to do that. Cause...
You can stream it on mobile, but you look like a gingerbread man, basically.
Yes. Yeah. But it depends what you want it for. I mean... One of my friends still uses, I think, is it Lumia, the old one? She's still got that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's still got that. So people can't download that anymore, but she's still got it. She often logs in and puts her avatar to bed and just leaves herself logged in.
On Lumia.
Yeah, on Lumia.
That's wild.
I think that's hilarious. I'm like, okay.
So I'll add to this prediction. I have heard some inside word that we might actually see a mobile app.
Have you?
Soon. So
I've
heard something.
God.
No promises, but yes, I talked with some people for the book, and the hints suggest to me that we might see something sooner rather than later, and they got close. So yeah, I'd say go 60%. She's right. 40%. They might actually come out with a mobile version next year.
Oh my God, I might eat my hat.
Yeah, we'll see. We can do it virtually here.
I can virtually eat my hat. One moment you see it, one moment you don't. Oh wow, that'd be brilliant.
So that's good. And next prediction for 2023 from Kitty Revolver. I love this. Investors threaten to can Zuckerberg, and/or he moves the Metaverse project to a separate independent business outside of Facebook. So I think some of this is probably going to happen. Zuckerberg has controlling interest in Meta stock, so he's arranged it so he cannot be fired.
Smart
However, yeah, well, depends on what you think he's doing is smart. But what could happen is other major shareholders could say, Mark, really, I know it's your choice, but this is not looking good. We're not so happy with the stock now. And sort of, strongly recommend he do something like that. And yeah, Reality Labs is their sort of XR Metaverse division, and I could see them spinning it off, and then it'll be another division, or kind of a separate entity. I'd say that's a very plausible.
Okay, that
outcome.
makes sense. Yeah. I personally, I just see it more as a business model for them, not so much as like the virtual world where we would imagine virtual worlds, where a lot of people would imagine virtual worlds where you can live and all that. I just see it as there for business, because I don't think that they can top what a lot of other virtual worlds like Second Life have. I don't think that they can replicate it. And so I see it as just a business for business. That's how I've always seen it.
Well, and they might be kind of stymied. I was talking with someone at Meta about this and said, well, why don't you all just buy Rec Room? Rec Room, for people who doesn't know, it launched before Horizon Worlds. It kind of looks like Horizon Worlds, at least in the sense of the avatars are kind of like puppets without legs. But it has a lot more functionality, and it's a lot bigger. I just estimate it's about 10-20 million users.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But the concern there is they probably could not buy it because they would get in trouble with the government because they would seem too monopolistic. They bought a VR fitness company, or they're trying to buy one, and the government here in the U.S. stepped in and said, no, that's a bit too monopolistic on you. So, yeah, they might solve their problem. However, like we're saying, like having Reality Labs become its own separate entity, and then so it's not integrated with Facebook and all the other big apps. So,
wow.
Yeah, we'll see. I think that's quite likely.
Yeah. It kind of, dare I say, it reminds me of Elon Musk and Twitter. Sorry, I had to throw him in.
Oh, that's a whole wild.
I know. We'll have to talk about that one day.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, the fire is still burning.
I know.
But yeah,
it's my daily entertainment. So, what are you?
Yeah.
What is your personal like 2023 predictions? That say this time next year. What do you reckon?
With Twitter.
With anything in our world.
Oh. Well, so my prediction for next year. Well, one of them is VR chat. I think will report 10 million users by next year. Just looking at the data I have and talking with people, I think it's about 5 to 10 million. And I think when they get to a nice juicy number, we'll get to 10 million. I was talking with Philip for the book, Philip Rosedale, and yeah, he was whenever he brings up VR chat, he thinks of it as, he talks about it in the same kind of real enthusiasm of kind of capturing what he was hoping for with Second Life, which Second Life does on a smaller degree, but VR chat is integrated with the Quest, so it has a lot of Quest users, and then has a lot of people on PC. We'll probably see it show up on mobile or console next year. So, we'll always keep one foot in Second Life, but yeah, I think we'll see more activity from VR chat in particular, especially like we were saying, Meta is probably going to go sideways to some degree next year with Horizon Worlds and so on. So there'll be a search for another leader.
Yeah, I mean, I think that moving forward, you can't have companies like, you can't have someone repeat Second Life, but like VR chat, that's completely different. Like, I have been in VR chat.
Yeah.
So that's a completely different experience. And I think all these different experiences will cater to different people and what they're actually seeking. So I think that's the great thing about virtual reality worlds on different levels is that it caters to everybody. And if you want to be legless, go into Meta.
Yeah. And people, the same person will go to multiple platforms.
Exactly.
I think. There's been kind of a lot of conversation of, okay, what's going to be the metaverse that encapsulates everything? And I think that's just kind of a backwards way of thinking about it. It's, that's almost like saying everyone is going to like one particular movie or one particular television show. It's just
because they don't.
Not going to be the case. There'll be some overlap for sure, but and there's ways of overlapping, and I think it could be Discord ends up winning everything because Discord will unify all of the different virtual worlds, and people will jump back and forth from one to another.
Yeah.
I guess that's some sort of another prediction.
Or weirdly, weirdly, in 2023. We all go back to reality. Now, wouldn't that just
so is that your prediction?
No, that's not my prediction. That's just my humorous one. My prediction for 2023 is I think there'll be more online virtual stuff. And I say that from the sort of a footing of just people I know generally in life around me who have got so used to working from home, they're choosing to no longer go to the workspace. They're choosing to be inside and do different things, and they've embraced technology more. And so I feel moving forward, I think technology is going to be even huger than it is now, in all honesty. Whether that's a good thing or not, I don't know. I think people should be outside and children should learn to be outside, but it's the fact
Right.
we're relying on technology so much more. My other prediction is I think that social media is going to get a right old overhaul. Social media.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're right there.
Yeah, it's turned toxic in many areas, not just Twitter, not just Instagram, just Facebook, all of them. There's so much toxicity,
Right.
and I think it's got to stop. It really does have to stop. Yeah.
And I think government's going to force the issue because the EU is really clamping down on what Meta's doing, and it looks. Either it's just been announced or it's incoming that they're going to. And readers, you can update me from Europe, but I believe they're not going to allow Meta to target people, European users of their platform, of Facebook and Instagram, let alone the Quest. And so once they're no longer able to leverage that user data for advertising, that's really gonna hit them in the nuts as far as revenue. So I think the time's right, and especially with Twitter in a spiral, so there's going to be kind of an open field finally.
I think so. Yeah, because it's been too much. And, just today I logged on to just TikTok, and this is probably about the fourth person who's taken their lives on it based on how they were finding TikTok in their life, and about bullying and the toxicity and stuff like that.
Oh,
and you keep seeing that everywhere, and I'm just like, this is not good. And I think it's going to implode. And I do think that 2023 will see a refresh. And I think COVID and that period of COVID, people had too much time in their hands. And it's just people being on social media, and that it's brought out some terrible traits. So I'm hopeful.
Yeah.
I'm hopeful.
Well, so it's a prediction and a hope that social media has a reworking, a kind of a changing of what's happening now. And I mentioned that in the book is I'm hopeful that metaverse platforms can kind of fill a lot of that void and be a third place is what the sociologists call it, where it's sort of like a bar or a park where people can hang out socially with each other, but people from all over the world, and they're doing it in real time, and because you're avatars, you do have a sense that you're with an actual human being. Yeah. So in a lot of contexts, it's a lot better than social media. It's a lot less toxic, and it's a lot more creative.
Exactly.
And it's a lot more democratic. So that'd be my prediction and my hope.
Yeah.
Along with yours.
Yeah. And mine, my other one is, and let me just put this out there to the universe, that Elon Musk will give me the job as CEO of Twitter.
Perfect.
And I'll turn it into Second Life and the virtual worlds out there space. That's it. Bish bash bosh.
It's you or Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Or
yes.
You can both run it.
I voted yes to Snoop Dogg.
Of course. But he'll need a COO or a CFO or somebody, so that'll be you.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
But this has been wonderful, and we'll be showing GIFs throughout this video. We hope you take a look at the description in the video, because we'll have links to where you can get those things. And thank you so much, everyone, for watching. And we'll see you in the new year.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank
and
you,
have
Isabelle.
a wonderful Christmas. Have a wonderful Christmas.
Happy holidays.
You too.
Have a lovely one. Hope it's as lovely as being on the beach, having some wine.
Take care. Okay, bye-bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. The cupboards from Dutchie.
Yeah, these are the cupboards from Dutchie. They're cool, aren't they?
This is gorgeous.
Yeah. So you can change the colours on them as well. So you just click on it and you can change the colours. So I don't know if you've got access.
Can I do that? Oh, yeah. There we go.
So it's cool.
Beach. All right. Oh.
Isn't it cool?
Oh, each individual section can be
they're all sections.
Adjusted.
And then you've got in the box, you've also got packs of clothes that you can add extra clothes if you want. But I thought this was sufficient.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know, isn't it cool? So I'm quite impressed with that.
This is really fun.
Yeah.
See, this is something I'd love also to see in a mobile game. Mm-hmm. I've seen that. Actually, my wife plays one of these where you customize it in the same creator.
All of this here is from AARDVARK. So
Aardvark.
Aardvark sent me a box and all of this was in. Yeah, I spent ages laughing. I was just like, oh, this is so
and you
cool.
got this ginger man being crushed.
Yeah.
But,
It's good, isn't it?
that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I just love it.
these Kung Fu ginger man. This is so fun.
I know. I just thought it was
Thank you,
brilliant.
Aardvark.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I know.
So, yeah,
Anyhow, right.
love these. So yes, please take a look at these in the comments for links to check them out. Maybe buy one yourself for your holidays. You don't want to have a holiday season without your balls.
Yeah, exactly.
Or a snowman,
Every-
or a beautiful chest.
Yeah. So yeah, they're beautiful cupboards. These are. I just love them.
Yeah.
I just think they're so nice. So they're not staying in here, but I'm moving again. So I'm going to redecorate when I move, and then I'll invite you over for a latte.
Love it.
And some ginger nuts.
Yeah.
Oh, anyhow.
Yeah. So I think we got everything. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. So, and are we recording?
Yeah. We're recording. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I'm an angel. I love this.
This is from
We're snow angels.
This is from Jester Inc. Jester Inc.
Jester Inc.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
Snow angels.
Yeah.
You got more of a booty imprint than I do for the snow angel.
I'm just
Wow.
playing my way through the snow. But
This is a lot of fun.
yeah. Well, we won't have snow for Christmas, I don't think, but it's been grand.
Oh no.
No.
Oh, just sleet.
Yeah. No. We did have
sleet
snow last
angel.
week. We had a lot of snow last week, and it stayed all week, and it's rained since Sunday. So now we don't have any snow here.
Oh wow.
Right. So I'm saying goodbye and just pulling
Gin
away.
and tonic make Yuletide gay and jolly. Same procedure every year. I just can't get enough. I drink till Rudolph reappears. A toast to him, that red-nosed dear. Jingle them bells and frolic. It's the best day of the year. Come fly with me now, Rudy. I'm loaded.